Welcome back to Survival, everybody, episode 31. On the previous episode, we went ahead and cleared out all that woods. We do have to get the logs taken care of. And then we'll start landscaping that, probably put our driveway in. Actually, probably put the house in first. And then we'll work off of that and make our driveway. We got some sorghum that's ready to go. We can extend that field out to the road. But before we do all that, I think what we're going to do, thanks to Cody from the comments, we can actually get rid of this trash, I guess. This is actually, notice our trash is where we hit it and it stayed there. It actually has a recycling logo on it. We can recycle these. So thanks to Cody in the comments for telling me that. We're going to get this stuff picked up, see what we get for it. We got to take it to the recycling center. So let's grab our truck. And I think we'll just throw some in the cube trailer here. Probably throw the rest on the back of the bed. I'm so eager to get rid of that junk. But that's a good sign when you hit something and then you see that, hey, it's still right where we hit it and it didn't reset the position. That means wherever we set it is where it'll stay. So even if we can't recycle it, which I think we will be able to, we could always just put it somewhere else and get it out of the way. So I think for the most part we should be able to stack this stuff in. Trying to do too much of a job, but maybe we should just get the big dump trailer for this. Well, let's try to get it in the trailer, I guess. Okay, let's make one final sweep here. See if we got it all. We did kind of slam into it and it kicked all the way over. Alright, looks like we got it all. That'll be so much better once it gets cleaned up here and make a new driveway. Alright, we'll shut that. We can handle it. And then we'll strap these in. Let's head through the back way here as we go to our recycling center. Again, where the cones are is what we own. We mapped it out, surveyed it if you will. So there'd be no surprises. I'm a little curious, are we able to take some of this garbage too? I almost think that we could probably do that if we wanted to. Looks like we can. I'm not going to go too crazy, I was just curious. We got a full load anyway. And we'll see if the recycling center will accept this. I'm pretty sure it will. The logos are on all the items. Oh, that barrel's on that roof too. Look at, they're all actually all over. It's like they almost want you to recycle these. Maybe we'll do some more of that depending on what we get. I can't imagine it's really worth all that much money. But if you thought you could get like $5 grand or something for a load, that would be great. But I don't think garbage is going to be worth that much. Another reason this is kind of a nice, unique map, they have little things like this. They actually have a waste pickup too, that you can go to all the houses and pick up the waste for them and recycle that stuff as well. But we really just want to stick to our expansion of our farmland here. So I think the dumpster that we put it in is this red one here in the corner. I guess we'll find out real quick here if this is right or not. In you go. And then there's a question mark here. Eco barrel. So we can sell that. $89. So what we'll do, let's just fill it up and we'll see what the whole lot's worth. So I can't get the 2x4s out for whatever reason. Maybe once they fall on the ground. There we go. Kind of a cool idea. Like I said, there's a lot of different things to do on this map. Alright, so the boards kind of got hung up here on the trailer, making it not letting me pick it up. I actually kind of want to back that trailer up and we'll kind of just push everything out. Get this stuff in here. It's recycling day. Because this is how I do it in real life. Back right up to the dumpster, open the doors, and push it all in. Without falling in the dumpster. There we go. It might work its own weight out. Ooh. How you fall off and you can't get up there. We're gonna have to drive forward. We're not getting in that without falling down in the dumpster. You can sneak in here and pop them out. That's kind of cool. I like this. Not much room in this trailer. Ooh, I missed. And one barrel's stuck. There we go. I had to grab the top of the barrel. And let's get the one that rolled away. Alright, let's see what we get for this. Oh, it looks like you have to do it individually, regardless. $30 for a board, though. Let's see. I'm really curious what the total's going to be, and I want to make sure. It might come under MISC. Let's see. $255 on property income. Let's see what we get for one. $30. $255. Okay, right here. It'll be under sold vehicles. That's interesting. $57 are for a pallet, $60 for a barrel, $89 for the other barrel, $90 for the green. There we go. It's like about $1,000. $976. Not too shabby. So glad we got that junk picked up. Again, shout out to Cody in the comments for letting me know that. I had no idea. Look at this. They even had a sign here when you come in. I even missed this. It says recyclables. All this trash. Put it in the wagon. Dump it in the dumpster. Could it be any more straightforward? And I missed it. Alright, we are home. A little bit bare there without those trees. But we'll see what happens. We do have to save up money yet for our house. I believe it'll be about 100,000 for that one we were looking at. So we can't even afford it right now, even if we wanted to. But that's okay, because we got a lot of work to do. So I think what we're going to do now is I'd really like to tackle those stumps. I actually have it all ready to go down here on the skid steer. It was also mentioned from the comments from a viewer that maybe we should consider getting a wheel loader or a what's the other one called? Yeah, front loader was the other one. I was kind of looking those up, and then if we do that, we obviously couldn't use these attachments for the skid steer. There isn't a log cutter for the wheel loader or the front loader. And the issue was because we couldn't pick up 2 pallets of honey without popping a wheelie, or I should say popping a back, to the heavy load. But I think we could just upgrade the skid steer. But again, we won't need to do that until we sell honey next time. And that's almost a year away. I'll be beginning of next year, about February, March. I just remembered that there was one more, or maybe 2. There's a stump across the road here too. Oh, this is so much better without that garbage here. So much better. I think what we'll do is after we finish up here, is we're going to go ahead and tackle that canola, or excuse me, it's sorghum. Get that taken care of. Yeah, that looks like about it. I'll take care of that canola. And then we can go ahead and we'll be able to get that plow, expand that field. I think I want to bring this field down just a little bit. It's hard to say right now, too. So I'm not real eager to plan it right away. Because we got to figure out where our new road is going to go to our house. We actually, like I said, need money for our house yet. We're still waiting on that firewood to get processed. We'll get a lot of money off of that. I think we're going to use the train this time. Probably do that on the next episode. Alright, let's see. I guess we'll just put this over here. And then we can hide this in the corner. Alright, let's see. Combine. Let's fire this up again. Our new combine. Step in the right direction. I think what we might do also, like I said before, is I think on the field side here towards, well, straight ahead here, I think what we're going to do is put a little bit of trees there, I think. It does kind of feel too much like open. But I think we might just run to the road on that side. We do have to get that loader taken back to the sales too. We are completely done with it. Well, actually, we are not done with it. We're going to have to use that to load up our wood unless we buy a forklift. But I don't know how much we're going to use the firewood production anymore after that either. So maybe we will just use it again. Alright, looks like we ended up with 7,300 here. Let's see, gotta get real close to this. There we go. We'll see when it delivers. That will deliver in January. We're gonna keep that barley. Got our egg sale coming up in November. Oh yeah, by the way, before this episode started, I went ahead and picked the grass, and it is processing right now. There'll be some great change there. It's all cut. So what I think we're going to do for the remainder of the episode is we kind of have to start, let's see, we're going to need the other tractor for this. We got to, well, we don't only have to extend our field, but we need to extend, well, we got to plant our grass for our future house. And in order to do that, we got to disc it and then seed it. We'll get the plow hooked up here. I guess we can always extend that field out whenever we want to do that. Kind of want to make sure we get our grass planted for our house. The question is, how big is our yard going to be? That's the real question. Like I said, I think the road might come down through here. It's so hard to imagine right now until we kind of get something started. We could always do more of the yard later. I do have to do it where the house is going to go, though. We know the house is going to go on this peak here, because it just looks quite run down right now. Let's go ahead and plow it up, I think. We'll do a little in front of it here, too. Let's see, create field. There we go. And then we'll drop her down. We'll start working on our yard. I don't know how we're going to do this without falling off the ledge here. Actually, that's not too bad. Taking it real easy. Like I said, we can always come back and add some later. How does that look? There's a bit of a dip here. I think we might flatten that out just a little bit before we plant, because it might not work after. Ah, it's gonna do that, ain't it? I do kind of want some hills though, because it does give it personality. Can't do a whole lot here till we get the house down. And again, I don't know where that field is going to end up coming out. We might just come down here a little bit and then back over. Might put a fence up here. But that might make it kind of hard to plant too. I don't know. Something to think about. And yeah, I believe that house is 100,000. Yes, it is 100,000. Whew. We're almost there though. Another sale or so and we should have it. I think it'll go... Yeah, we want the deck on the back of the house. Like that. It'll be pretty good. We can plant some trees and other things around it. I think what we'll do is get the grass planted here yet. And then, yeah, we'll just save up some money so we can tackle that house and get all the... figured out where we want everything. It's a lot of stuff to figure out. Let's make sure I turn that off. There we go. Oh yeah, also had a viewer suggest that we put some gravel here to make this into kind of like a parking lot for the implements. That's not a bad idea, but I just want to wait until we get our house done. And we'll see if we want to kind of keep that here or if we might put something else somewhere else. Alright, let's get the grass. There we go. And we shall get our yard seeded, our future yard. I think we'll wait on that field to expand that, because like I said, I don't kind of almost need to put our road in, figure out where that's going to go before we do that. I think what we'll do is we'll skip ahead a little bit. See if there's anything in the sales, although like I said, we can't really buy much because I want to get that house put in. How much is our log cabin going to be worth when we sell that? Maybe that'll be worth a little money. Never even thought of that. Alright, let's see. if we sell this, 7,000, yeah, it's not going to be enough. We will have to feed the chickens. And how is our greenhouses doing? Still look good. Grass is almost done processing. Let's advance to August. Property income is a little bit low. We'll probably have to get more of the money from the firewood. It's still processing. Our silage is done. That'll probably be full. We could probably get one more picking in before we sell that, which will be in, was it January? Yeah, January. I think what we might do is maybe do that in December. It might be worth just a little bit more before actually the month comes up. Although it's one more thing to remember. Our wood's going to have to be sold in December. I guess we don't really need to penny pinch too much here. Alright, we need to top up the chickens or they're going to run out of food. I think what we're going to do though when the time comes for our honey... Ooh, they took it all. Still need more. Is like I said, we'll just get a different skid steer with the one with the tracks, I think. Then it shouldn't tip on us. I just wish this one had a little bit more weight in the back of it. I guess we might as well just fill this full and are close to it. It gets a little too heavy. I like the look of this skid steer the best because it's kind of what I grew up with on a farm. But it's definitely not enough. Not having enough weight in the back is like it makes it useless. So I don't know why it's got to be that way, but all right, let's check the sales before we wrap up. This guy would be interesting, but we need the. Is there forks for that? We're going to want to get the... I think we're just going to get a corn header for the combine. What is this? I've never seen this before. Are these the same or are they separate? These looks like the same mod. But that's not even a mod. That's weird. I've never seen double like that in the sales before. Okay, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to end it there for today's episode. On the next episode... I'm probably going to go ahead and advance enough to where we will be able to sell our firewood, which will be December, and we'll get a little bit of money. I really want to try that train out, see if we can make that work. If it's not stuck on that hill anymore. And then we can work on, well, I guess we'll get the house up and start figuring out our new yard. And then we can get this field expanded as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.